You already know what it is. Your boy Banz alongside Christina. We are the Spark Up Podcast. Today, I am out of town handling some things. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a good show.
Yeah.
Lit. It's lit.
Banz, what are you going to tell the people? What's on your heart today?
Yo, just keep working. Everything will come together.
You're talking that talk. I see you're ready to pod and not even podding.
I know. I'm always ready.
All right. Bye. Have a safe trip.
All right. Love y'all.
Love you too. Peace out.
All right. Love y'all.
What's the matter? Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Let me start this. Let me restart this just so we could get in motion here. But all that is going in, okay? That's okay with you? You already know what it is. It's not your boy Banz. It's me, Christina Sev, and I'm here without Ruben today. I'm here with a family member. We're here with Regina today. And if you hear her voice today, it may sound familiar to you if you've been listening to us from the start. You know what I'm saying? Because Regina was one of the original 4 or whatever. And then when it was 4, it turned into 3. And then she left us, abandoned us like Rob did. So now it's only 2 of us. But it's fine. We still
Everybody
love her.
calm down. Because the fact of the matter is, I definitely was here substantially longer than Rob.
You're right. I'll give you that.
I was holding down the set.
You did.
For
You
multiple
did.
seasons, through
You held it
multiple
down.
studios.
You did.
Let's be
But
clear.
you also said at Troop, whenever they need me, all they got to do is call me. So I called you.
And here I am.
And here you are. Oh, you know what? Let's take a shot to that. Can you handle this? Cheers. Woo! Wow, that was strong. All right, so first of all, if you don't already have your ticket to Pisalito happening this Saturday at 6 p.m. at 1039 Chalkstone Ave, it's a pizza and patelito party. There's going to be hookah. There's going to be drinks. DJ L, DJ DMK, Party with Rami on the 1s and 2s. And it's also hosted by Party with Rami and myself. And shout out to Ruben, who's out there with Red Eye Movies doing big things in the New York City. So proud of Ruben. We cannot disclose what he's doing. So hopefully he'll be able to talk about it when he comes back. So as I take this ignorant
loud. You know what? It's so funny because she was coming at my neck.
You're right.
About
That's so
chewing
true.
and making all these
it's fine.
mouth sounds. And here she is being dumb loud.
That's so gross. And when you hear it back, it sounds crazy.
It's giving very ASMR.
It's giving no home training. But it's fine. So here we are. So Regina, tell us, how you doing? How you feeling? What's on your brain? What's on your chest?
I feel good. I feel like this season is very interesting for everyone involved. I think I'm going through an interesting season. My friends, family, people that I know are going through interesting seasons, but it's also one of those like learning seasons. So I'm very grateful. But I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there.
Okay, that was nice and vague. Usual Regina.
You know how I do.
Love it. Love it.
Very on brand.
Keep the people guessing.
I am on sabbatical as soon as my birthday passes. I'm out of here.
You're a liar. I better not see you out in these streets because you know I'm going to text you like, you're definitely outside.
Where I'm going to be at?
I don't know. You tell me. You was outside this summer. No?
I was
Am I doing too much?
First of all, calm down. Second of all, I was outside, but like, was I?
You heard Cardi.
You know what I mean, though? It's like we're outside because what else are we going to do?
You cannot do things. People stay home.
For what? Like, I'm not a homebody, so of course I'm going to go out. I'm going to mingle with people, but it's like, it's either you're outside or what?
Watching TV, catching up on Insecure. Have you even watched it?
Definitely haven't.
That's crazy.
I might just wait till the whole season ends at this point and just watch it all the way through. Because why not, right?
No, we have to adjust this before we go into the culture shock. We have to adjust this because if you are watching a show with somebody or you say, hey, let's watch this show, you can't have the other person waiting. Like,
just say you. Just say you so that people know. Well, here's the thing. You're right. I did say, like, let's watch Insecure. But at the same time, for some reason, I just don't feel pressed.
Yeah, but then you also said, okay, let's watch episode 1
so
and 2.
So you just want me to hold to my word.
Yes.
Just say that.
What the heck?
Just say that then.
I'm putting you on Front Street.
I mean, and here I am, still not watching it, but
it's fine.
I will.
Will you?
No. You got me.
I had to ask because I know you're going to be honest. All right, let's move on to the culture shock. This actually used to be Regina's segment, so this should feel like home to you.
I mean, of course, when I used to have you already know what it is. If you want to keep your ear close to the street, you come to me, you go with G. And it's not that I am all up in y'all's businesses, that y'all's business is all over me.
Ooh.
I can't go nowhere and not see what y'all got going on. I just want to be in my own element.
I understand.
See my friends, my family on socials. Instead, I have to see a lot of mess that I don't like.
Yeah, it's like I understand, like, you're human and you have your own life and people make mistakes and, right, I get all that. But do we have to see? Like, why? Just keep it off. We don't care. But now that you put it here, now it's up for grabs to talk about.
We're like forced.
Yes.
No, literally. It's like we're being force-fed people's privacy.
Wow.
And it's really not privacy if you're putting it out there. That means you want people to know that you're going through these things in your relationship or all this messy stuff is happening. The blogs are like eating it up. They just want you to put your business out there so they can post about it. It's what's getting them views, what's getting them money.
Yo, and isn't that crazy though? Like, let's say this stuff, what if one day that clickbait stuff does not work on society anymore? What will blogs do then?
Oh, it's always going to work.
What? You think so? So,
I mean, we had newspaper before social media. That was the same.
So then, I'm sorry, what?
We had newspaper before social media. Mm-hmm. It's the same concept, like headlines and then magazines.
Yeah, that's true. There's always going to be
digital.
Yeah, there's always going to be some form of medium. But does the medium have to be a negative narrative is what I'm saying.
It doesn't, but it's a negativity that people gravitate to.
But that's what we have to get to the root to. I'm saying. I mean, like, it's a vicious cycle. They create the clickbait because we are baited by it. What if one day we are not baited by it? What headlines will they put out then to get us to read? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like maybe one day I have hope that humanity will, like, find this balance between social media and real life and then be able to decipher what's real, what's not. And therefore, nobody would be sensitive to a headline like, Megan Thee Stallion's tits came out. And we're like, she was probably like on IG with a bra or no bra. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always never really what the clickbait even says. It's just a way to get you to the article, but it's always taken out of context. What if that doesn't work?
Our generation is also obsessed with knowing other people's business. It's, I want to say a blessing and a curse, but really it's a double-edged sword because we want everyone. So I had said this to, I don't know if I can say people's names, so I'll just say a friend of mine. And I had mentioned to her, I'm like, why are we also obsessed with sharing what's going on in our lives? Like us having stories on Instagram. Like, we'll post what we eat, what we got on, who we're with. And it's like, a lot of the time, it's not even like we're sharing the restaurant. It's just like the side of the plate.
It's aesthetic.
Or like the crowd of us being somewhere, but we don't say where we're at. It's like, we're obsessed. We swear we want privacy. We swear we don't want people in our business. Y'all need to mind y'all business. Y'all need to get your money up. But y'all also be wanting everybody to know where y'all are at and what y'all are doing.
Period. You want us to feel like we're broke, dusty bitches and you're out here living your best life.
Right. Like, oh, why y'all so obsessed with me? But also, I'm going to post this picture.
Right. And you're saving pictures on vacation, posting them out. I know what you're doing. It's the content build.
That's what I'm saying. Like, realistically, as human beings, we care about what people think and we like when people want to know what we got going on.
Like, it's validation.
It's all validation. Yeah.
It is. And it's sick. And it's quite terrible and it's ruining our culture. But even though we do have negative
also allowing
stuff,
us to hold people accountable, though, because we can see more things. We can hold our celebs accountable, which before, when things would just be like in magazines would like publish months or sometimes years after something happened. So we'd be finding something out that was already like over and done with. Now with social media, everything is like
instant.
Boom, boom, boom. This just happened last night.
Yo, it'd be like 29 seconds. That's crazy.
We are literally living people's lives with them.
Oof. I don't like that. Weird.
It's weird, but we're used to it.
And then when we see them out in the streets and call, like if I see JT in the streets, I'm going to call her Carisha. Because at this point, we're friends.
And then she'd be like, why y'all be calling me that?
She hates it. And it's like,
girl, that's your name.
Like, you're just this normal girl who be on IG. Like,
right.
You know
but
what
she's
I mean?
like, I'm not y'all's homegirl, though.
Right. I understand that. But also, I'm calling everybody by their first names when I see them. I'm not ever calling SZA to her face.
You definitely been trying to make that a thing for a while.
You know? And Wendell is biting me. Shout out to Wendell for being a biter, but it's fine. All right, let's move into the culture shock. That's the theme song right there.
I like it.
So, oh my gosh. Let me try to build some strength to talk some shit about this.
Wait, hold on. My glasses.
If you can't see, you can't talk.
First of all, watch your mouth. Second of all, I feel like I'm loud in my mic. Like I can hear my mouth. Does that make sense? Like even when I breathe, I can hear it. And I'm like, am I like breathing mad hard?
It's like picking up.
Maybe I should like back up.
No, because then we can't hear your voice. Just don't breathe so hard.
Nah, but I feel like I can hear myself breathing.
Yo, this is
like when I breathe, I can literally hear.
You know, the more that you say you're not an amateur, it's like, ugh, you're really rusty here. It picks things up. It's a microphone.
Clearly, Christina. I'm saying maybe I can lower my headphones down.
Oh, maybe your headphones are too loud. That's what I asked you. Is it this one? Are you number 3?
Well, lower it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you're not number 3.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Okay. Is that better?
Hello. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, control yourself.
Hello. Yeah, that's better. I don't like the way I'm hearing myself so much. It's making me feel uncomfortable. Me hearing my own voice.
Do you want to take the headphones off?
You know what? No, because then when I move my mouth away from the mic, I can't hear myself at all. It's like I have to be in this.
Yes, that's the point, is to keep you on the microphone.
Right, okay.
Because if you don't hear yourself, you know you're not getting recorded. All right, so this past weekend, was it this weekend? It was Thursday, November 13th. Chloe Bailey posted a video on Instagram of herself thanking her.
Why are you laughing? Already.
Thanking her 400 million follower, right? So she goes on Instagram.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
400 million?
400 million. Yep.
Let me go see.
Girl, she's out here. It's up in this stuck.
Jeez.
But yeah, so she was doing this cute little video. She had like a pink fur blanket in the back, and she's like laying on this pink luxurious, and she's wearing something real.
Oh, it's 4 million.
What did I say?
400.
I'm bugging. 4 million. My bad. Calm down, sis. Yeah, so she's being real sexy, and she's holding a lollipop, and she sucks on it like real.
I saw the video. You trying to explain? You sweating over there, child. Take your time.
Yo, right? And she's like being mad horny, right? That's what it sounds like to me. And everybody was ripping her to shreds. When I tell you that they took this girl and like just, you're a whore.
Twitter is ruthless because that's where I was seeing it. They're like, Chloe, girl. And I had to go see what was going on. I'm like, what did this child do now? Can she get a break? Boom. There she was on Instagram.
Everybody was acting as if she did something worse, though. I'm like, yo, why is she trending? What is going on?
And even when I saw the video, I'm like, okay, I can see where it's cringe. But it's not what people are making it seem. Like, they're literally making it seem like she was naked.
I didn't think it was cringy at all. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I was like, I don't understand what's wrong with this video.
I mean, I've definitely seen worse on socials.
Come on.
Definitely have.
We saw Kim's Poonan. Full outs.
And Black China's.
We've seen so many people's body parts. We've seen Amber Rose's ass.
Yep, definitely have.
We've seen Chris Brown's pencil dick.
Yep. Yeah, that one is
Yo,
a true
I get
nightmare.
so nervous because that was quite terrible.
Oof. Really for him. I mean, for us too, because we were experiencing secondhand embarrassment. But girl,
Ooh.
it wasn't giving what it said it was supposed to give.
But anyway, so Chloe Bailey was getting trashed and she felt so bad that she took it down. Do you think she should have took it down?
No. And I thought about this for a while because I'm like, I can understand her not trying to put out the wrong message. And so with her fans giving her feedback, she thinking, okay, these are my fans. They care about me, they care about my image. Let me take it down. But if that's not the intention you have behind that, you should stand on that. Like, I wasn't trying to come on here and be
a whore.
I was trying to thank my fans. And yeah, I'm sure she knew she was giving lust and she was giving sex appeal.
Come on.
But that's what the girls are giving. That's what the girls are doing.
Yeah.
So I think that
we love to see it.
Definitely know you do. I think it could have went either way though. Like her taking it down, it doesn't mean that
she doesn't stand on it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. It doesn't mean she doesn't stand behind her video. And her leaving it up would have been the same way. I just feel bad that she may have felt bullied into taking it down instead of like wanting to take it down because she second guessed it.
I think she feels bullied because I don't know if you saw her interview on the Breakfast Club, but they were talking about her performance at the VMAs, was it? How she like licked
the mic.
That was cringy. Cause also germs. Ugh.
Also, it was her mic.
Was it?
It's not a shared mic. They bring their own mics.
Really? Mm-hmm. You know about that?
I mean, I know a little zone.
But yeah. So Angelique asked her, like, people are saying you're doing the most all over Twitter. Like, how do you feel about people thinking that you do the most? She was like, I love to do the most. So this is on brand for her. Right. Like, she's doing the most because this is who she is. She does the most.
And also you can tell that she has not separated herself from her sister, but like, now they're venturing and doing their own projects for that reason. So she can stand in her own image instead of people creating an image for her of like this innocent, sweet girl. It's like, y'all were the ones that gave her the image of being innocent and sweet. She never told y'all she was innocent and sweet. Yeah. She want to be sexy.
She definitely wants to be sexy. And I think that she's like going about it like ripping the Band-Aid off. Just gonna fuck it.
It's
just
giving very
rebellious, activist.
It's giving very when the girls leave Disney Channel. And they start doing their own music and their own thing. And we're like, whoa. And they're like, I never told you I was cute. I never told you I was PG-13.
That's true. But also, like, when is the right time? Just let her do her thing. She's grown. She's 3? She gotta be like 23, 24. She's young. This is when the girls start to feel themselves. You know what I mean? You remember being young and like...
Not remember.
Like, oh, you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean though. Being like 24, 23, 24, you outside and she got the little body yaddy on her. She's cute. She's, yeah, I get it.
Cute is an understatement.
But the video was a touch cringe. Okay. It's none of my business. It's not my social media. If that's how you want to thank your fans, that's perfectly fine because I am a fan of yours. But it was a touch cringe.
So you didn't accept the thank you?
It was a touch cringe, babes. It was a touch cringe. It's like funny. The lollipop,
that lip gloss though. She was giving the girls hell.
She was giving the girls something. She was giving the girls
everything. You know what? Let her go on this path. Like, if she wants to be hot, let her do that. And those of you that want to look. And those of you that don't, just keep scrolling.
She's hot regardless, though.
But we want her to keep doing this.
Calm down over there.
Okay. Anyways, let's move forward to somebody I would like to call my cousin.
But wait, before we move on.
Okay.
It makes me think about other artists who are also giving the girl sex appeal. Like, no one ever comes at their neck when they...
JT?
Well, no, like all the girls, Megan Thee Stallion and SZA and... they're the girl. Like, they are the girls of right now.
They are. What's her name? Normani. Normani's being sexy.
Cardi B, like... And I'm sure
yeah.
people have said things, but they haven't gotten on them in that way.
Cardi has gotten a lot of flack. A lot.
And so
of
has not Normani, but really just because people are like they're out of their element with her. Like, oh, we didn't know she had all that going on.
Ooh, but she took a break too.
That's true.
So it was like a reemergence.
So I just feel like it's because of that good girl image that Chloe has and has had, especially like working with her sister and then working under Beyonce and the way they came out. So now it's like anytime they do anything remotely sexy, they're like, okay, little baby girls whipping it out.
Baby girl.
Like, okay, but let them live. They just grown. Well, no, they're not grown, but
yeah.
they're adults.
You know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of guys are trying to get like the okay. Like they're just trying to hear the words like, oh, they're grown, they're adults, so now that they can lust.
So they can act up.
And yes, in the freedom of not going to jail.
Because also when I think about it with Cardi, and not to say anything negative or anything like that, but she was a stripper before. So I feel like for Cardi, it's like, well, I've been putting this kind of image out about myself. So it's
true.
like,
they're like, well,
what do y'all
she's
expect from
always
me?
been a whore.
Not a whore.
No,
Christina.
I'm saying, but this is how people feel. I know she's not a whore.
Well, no, but I'm saying because she's always had that sex appeal,
yeah.
and then also like learning it from being a stripper. People have always seen that side of her.
Yeah.
But with Chloe, it's like a different side.
Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. I mean, we've done that with every single young star, literally. Mm-hmm. And the ones we haven't done it to haven't gone through sexy, like Raven Simone. Like, she's not out here. She's not out here being sexy. That's funny. Shout out to Raven Simone, though. She's a legend, low key.
Definitely.
So we spoke about Cardi B, and so Cardi B was also being attacked for being light skinned. So she posted a video of her natural hair, and it was like really long. She's talking about she's been doing this rice thing and this mask and keeping her edges together, and she shows her hair journey and whatever. And I was like, wow, that's mad motherfucking hair. And she said that she was growing it out and she was scared of losing her hair. And people were getting on her like, of course you got hair. You light skinned bitch. You white. You with the mother. You know how people get on the social media. Just going ham on her over her hair. Like, she is just talking about hair. Like, just let Cardi B live. So, of course, in true Cardi B fashion, she replies, and I quote, I don't even want to read this out loud because I feel like I'm going to have to read it like her. And she has so much grammatical errors that it almost makes me cringe. But I'm going to try my best.
Okay.
Why every time I post my natural hair, I hear you're mixed, you're supposed to have long hair? That's not true and very misleading. I've been posting pics of my hair journey for years, and being mixed don't mean your hair is always long and curly. That wasn't my case. Since I was a child, I had problems with managing my hair. And a couple years ago, I find different methods that work for me, and look at my length now. They'll try to make us believe our hair won't grow this long. It's not true. A lot of hair products we used back then wasn't good for our hair, but that's all we had to choose from. Also, we couldn't afford to get to the salon regularly, if at all. Now everybody is getting better options, making affordable, good products, learning from natural hair, YouTube, and TikTok about how to care for our hair better. I want women of color with tighter curl patterns to know that you don't have bad hair. There's no such thing as bad hair, and good hair don't mean a certain texture. All hair is good. Check out my pin story hair day, and I can't wait to show y'all more of my hair care routines. Love, Cardi. She didn't say love, Cardi, but I wanted to add that.
It's very her.
You know, it's interesting because why do people hate Cardi? I want to know why. What is there to hate about her?
She has an unconventional come up. People don't like that. People like to see people working.
Is it unconventional?
It's unconventional.
Like the
people
stripper?
do not like to see
Come on.
People come up. When people come up, let's look at Issa Rae compared to Cardi B. And this is not the conversation, but let's just go there real quick. The way Issa Rae came up, people love that. It's the underdog story. She was a writer. She had her own YouTube series. You know, she came up, started working with the right people, brought some people up with her, and she's building. People love that. We love Issa Rae. Cardi used to be a stripper. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She was making music. People and although people loved her on Love and Hip Hop, and that's really where she like got her kickstart. Like people loved her personality. I mean, before she already had a following, but then going on there gave her more visibility. People loved her personality, and they're like, "We love Cardi. We're gonna start bumping her music."
Yeah,
and boom, A Star Is Born.
That's crazy.
And people don't like that.
But here's the difference between her and like I don't want to pin women against women because Ruben, why are you trying to pin women against women? But like, let's say like a Flo Milli, right? Flo Milli's young and she popping her shit and she's nice. And she kind of has like the whole Cardi thing. She's sexy. She likes fashion and all that stuff. But she never blew up. So my thing is, it wasn't really luck for her. It was talent because she could have had a whole catalog full of trash. Cardi B been putting in that work through her music. But because we didn't know who she was or she was funny on Instagram, nobody believed in her enough to do the research and find her music. So she was probably promoting her music for so long and nobody cared to listen.
Yeah, it's the visibility of like being on a national TV show where you can, even though the storyline is all jacked up, it's like you can be yourself and show your personality.
But how can you hate that? Shouldn't you feel like, okay, like she just broke this barrier now. A normal girl like me can make it if I'm talented.
But that's the thing about celebrityism. If anybody could be a celebrity, it doesn't make it celebrity.
No, I don't mean like celebrity level. I mean just successful in general. Like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
The best lawyer in your state. I don't know, whatever goal it is. Like, it doesn't have to be, I'm going to be the next Cardi, but she's breaking way. Like, she's breaking the mold.
Yeah. But people just don't like her.
That's crazy to me.
I like Cardi. I like how authentic she is and transparent she is. Yes. And she's herself. When she's mad, she's herself. When she's happy, she's herself.
Child.
When she's going through relationship drama, she's herself. Even when it's all over Instagram and all over the place. I can't hate on that, but I think that people have a cookie cutter underdog image. The underdog has to be like this for me to root for them. If the underdog was a stripper, if the underdog is a liberated woman, if the underdog, you know, like, it's like, not really my thing.
It's usually a wounded person, like from the hood, and they have trauma, and maybe they ain't shit. It's always that person that we're rooting for. But like somebody like this that's literally has completely changed her life. Like she wanted fame and she got it by any means. Like literally. Like she fought her way to Love and Hip Hop. You gotta have either a good agent or somebody on your team really loves you to get you in that position. Like,
I mean, yeah, and she was working with, what was his name? The Gwinnett guy.
Who? I don't think he was really working with her. Was he?
I mean, that was the storyline. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know either. But I know who you're talking about. DJ something. I don't know his name.
Look, we don't even know his name. And he didn't want us to know Cardi's name. And now look.
Oh, man. That's terrible. He was out here once upon a time. He'd be out here with the Cape burps. I think he's Cape Verdean. I could be mistaken.
Back to the story. I love Cardi's hair journey. I think it's awesome that she's talking about hair. Because what does Cardi mix with?
She's Trinidadian and Dominican.
I think it's an important conversation because you remember that other video that came out with the light-skinned girl that was like, I'm mixed and I'm so glad that I don't have like kinky curly hair. I'm so glad that my hair is super
Was that
manageable.
Sabrina Claudio?
No, it was this content creator. I don't remember her name. Was her name Sabrina?
It's escaping me, but I remember this.
Anyway, yes, and that conversation resurfaced about hair, what's good hair, what's bad hair, texturism, all of these things. It's like, just because I wear wigs and I'm performing all the time and my hair always looks a certain way for Cardi, it's like my hair, like I'm still taking care of my hair under these wigs. 1. 2, you can't just assume that my hair texture is like these soft waves because I'm light skinned or because I'm Hispanic. Like, my hair is coarse.
Yeah.
Why are y'all mad about that?
I don't understand. I don't get it. And I love how she said at the end, like, she turned this around into something positive, like leaving us with like motivation by saying there's no such thing as bad hair and all hair is good. Like, we really have to believe that though, because so many women, like what she's talking about, her hair journey, so many women go through that. If not all of us go through some sort of hair journey, whether it's you experimenting with hair colors or haircuts, wigs, the weaves, the braids. We all experiment with our hair, with our look. That's the way we find our identity. So for people to trash her because she's just talking about her
hair,
her journey with her identity, yeah.
And it's just hair.
It's
like people just want to hate on her for anything. Oh, she talking about her hair, we're going to hate on her. Oh, she talking about this, we're going to hate on her. Like, can this woman live her life?
And I've seen light-skinned people with quote-unquote bad hair. Like with big, poofy, curly, or kinky hair. Like, I've seen that before.
And it's like your hair is not as closly related to ethnicity as people think or want it to be, or race, I should say. People just assume because you're light skinned, no matter where you're from, your hair should be one texture. If you're dark skinned, your hair should be one texture. If you're Asian, your hair should be one texture. And that's just not true.
But it is true. You know what? I'm not going to get canceled so early in the game, but
it is for what?
I was going to say Asian people. Chinese at least.
Okay, Chinese. But then also, like, Asian hair varies too. Like,
yes,
people who are Filipino, their lineage is also Hispanic. So you'll see a lot of Filipino people with wavy hair and not bone straight.
Yeah, it's true. Curls.
Look
at Bruno Mars. Isn't he Filipino? No. Did I make that up?
You're trying not to get canceled in the game, but girl.
Looking slow?
It's looking kind of slow. You're not doing that good of a job.
But
yeah, hair texture is to be played with, and it's also to all of our hair is to be loved on and taken care of, and learning your type of hair, what works for it, growing it out if you want, cutting it, who cares. I'm just glad that she's talking about it because it is her culture and ethnicity that is the one pushing the narrative about bad hair, which is not just her culture and ethnicity, it's ours too, like Black people, African people, Hispanic, people of color, pushing forward that more coarse hair is bad, nappy, and just giving it all these really derogatory names. And then when your hair is more loose or more wavy or looser curl, it's pretty and it's delicate and you have good hair, it's manageable. Like, we need to wrap that whole thing up because that's 100% dumb.
Period.
And that's on period, because what else is there to say? So moving on, we have dun, 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 dun.
But the male gaze, it just has us in a chokehold. That's.
Are you taking us there?
I'm not taking us there
because we could skip all of this.
I'm not taking us there. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, this past weekend also, we have Affion Crockett going through some strange series of events, right? So, Karen gets on his stage and interrupts him and tells him that what he is saying is insulting her, and she would not get off the stage. And he was like, "Now, what did I say that was insulting?" He was like really trying to get to the bottom of it, and she would not answer. And I think I should play maybe a little bit so that people can hear what I'm talking about, because it's very funny. He was like, "First of all, bitch, this is a comedy show." And she was like, "I don't like that."
My girl had her hands folded. Right beneath her bosom. You know what I'm talking about. When you interlock your fingers and place it right under your bosom with disappointment.
She was ready, okay? Hold on, let me play it from the beginning because I done played it and I did not.
But she was also fearless. Like the stature.
The caucasity.
You got injustice. What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem? I don't want to know what the f*** I asked you. Goddamn competitor.
let's try this again. I'm gonna have to cut that out, but it's fine.
I want to know who this woman is.
You gotta ingest this. What's the problem? What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem?
World, come on.
I don't want to know what the f*** you asked me. Goddamn competitor. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We know you're a woman. We can tell.
You're married to a man. But
Good.
you're insulting a lot of people tonight.
How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about.
It goes on, and it was giving very much high school kid in the class that didn't give a fuck about the teacher. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? He has his hands up against the wall.
Girl, Becky, eat your eggs and get off stage. What is you doing?
She's acting up. Like, get off. And his caption goes, so tonight I had my first Karen storm the stage like the Capitol. I can't make this shit up. When I perform, I said what I said. If you don't like it, don't come. Cancel these nuts. And that's on period.
Period.
Because, lady, first of all, when did we get to a point in like society where you feel comfortable to walk on somebody's Lil Mama did this?
First of all, y'all gonna leave Lil Mama alone. You gonna let her live.
That was crazy. That was cringe. That was cringy.
That was cringy. But like, people need to get over that. Also, we'll talk about Lil Mama forever because of that.
Yeah, she's iconic.
Let's be clear.
She is iconic.
This woman, on the other hand, like, it's also the outfit. I don't know. It's offending me for some reason.
her outfit is insulting you.
It's the sandals. It's the hands intertwined underneath the bosom.
What kind of bracelet is that?
And then she's saying, like, you offended a lot of people. And who are they, ma'am?
Just her.
And where is your boyfriend or your husband? Because you said I am a woman and I am with a man. But where is he? Because he needs to come get you.
He needs to come collect his things. Quick. She's crazy. Like, you know what's my favorite thing, though? When I see things like this, it's the comments. It's always the comments.
I wanted to hear what she was going to say, like, past this. Because she said, like, oh, you offended a lot of people. But she didn't, like, I don't know if there's video of it, but she didn't get to continue to say, like, what was offending her.
No, she gave up. She was
like,
and
then just left. And then he did a video on YouTube, or he did a live that someone uploaded to YouTube, and he talked about it, about how he was talking about sex, and she was offended by it.
Yeah.
But girl, who voted you the leader of the battalion? Like, why are you up here speaking for everybody?
She is fed up. She wanted him to get canceled right then and there. She was not having. Look at her hands, though. Look at her stance. Yo,
that's what it's the entitlement.
Nah.
Like, the way she is standing is like, I'm standing my ground. Like, you offended people and you need to apologize.
Listen,
like, girl,
I'm not gonna hold you. If a white person stands like that in front of me, I'm running away. That is scary. You don't know what she's capable of.
And look, this man not even touching you. Why you pushing him? See,
Yeah,
I don't like that.
She's doing a lot. Look at her starting the scene. She looks crazy, yo. I don't know what is in the air.
She might be a little drunk. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, but like, what the hell?
And not her trying to appeal to the crowd with the hands, like, right, guys? And they're like, no. No, ma'am. We are not in agreement. You need to get off the stage immediately.
Yo,
look, why is she pushing my mans like that?
Yo, listen to this comment that someone said. Entitlement knows no bounds. Now the internet knows her as Silly Millie. She's got to log out for a while.
She's doing too much. She is doing too much.
She's doing the most. Her and Chloe Bailey are up neck and neck. It's looking real tight.
Let Chloe live.
Oh, come on. You said it was cringy.
I mean, I said it was cringy, but I also would have agreed with her either way.
Okay. That's fine.
But this is nowhere near what Chloe did. This is entitlement.
This is embarrassing.
To another level. You got on this man's stage with your feet.
In the middle of his set. Like, not even at the end to try to catch him and be like, hey,
can I talk to you real quick? Like, you literally got on his stage.
Interrupted
also in a venue where there is security. The people who own the venue are here. And they're like,
security.
Excuse me? This is our venue.
But where
we
is the
make money,
security?
and you're interrupting the show. She could have had a gun.
That's what I'm saying. Look at her stance. It's very
gunnish.
if I ever saw.
Okay. You're not gonna come up on my stage and then like, what is like? This is very like
It's real gully.
That's what I'm saying. You rolling up on me with the hands,
Talking up like, you want to fight? You want to tussle?
I don't like that. I don't like the stance. It's giving very like you about to do something. Like you coming up on my stage with that kind of energy, and I'm not feeling that.
That is what I'm saying. I would have been so scared. I would have called for security.
You know he wasn't scared.
He wasn't scared at all.
He was like, I wish a white woman would today. I wish you would, silly Millie.
Silly.
I wish a white woman would do it today.
Wow. And it's on camera, so she would have got sued.
Oh, definitely.
And maybe going to, well, no, she would not go to jail. Let me calm down. This is America.
Right. Let's not get misplaced.
Speaking of crazy whites, Britney Spears' conservatorship finally ends after 13 years. The court approved it, and it's hereby terminated. Congratulations, I guess.
I mean,
look, honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I thought she was normal that's not the right word. I thought she was well. Until Sean Garrett had an interview on the Breakfast Club like last week or this past weekend. And they asked him about her, like, what do you think about Britney's conservatorship and all that? And he was like, I didn't even know. Like, she's a great girl. She's hardworking. One of the most hardest working people. Yes. That didn't sound right. Anyway. And they were like, well, like, trying to get the tea out of him. And he was like, the only thing that matters is her mental health. And when he said that, I knew he was respectfully saying, that bitch is a little off. And I don't know about taking her off this lease.
I see what you're saying. There is a full timeline of Britney's career
demise.
And the conservatorship. It is online. If you literally just type on the Googles, Britney Spears conservatorship, you will get a full timeline. It wasn't People that did it. It was someone else, another publication. But I was able to read through the entire thing from 2007 when it started.
2007, like with Kevin Federline?
With Kevin Federline, with her shaving her head. That's when it all began. Her family was worried about her mental state.
The babies.
Her father ended up being the facilitator of the conservatorship, so he was like the head honcho.
I forgot what that's called.
He was in charge of her estate, which means her money and business, but then also her personal. She couldn't drive in that time. She couldn't have any more children. She couldn't get married. That's her personal. She had to work to continue to make money to afford her estates. Just because you've been working this long doesn't mean that you have long money. She did do her residency in Vegas. A lot happened in that 13 years. My thing is,
her kids got taken away.
Her kids got taken away. They're full-time with their father. They go to her part-time. My thing about the conservatorship is I really feel bad that this is even out publicly in this way. I can appreciate that we didn't know about it all that time because it should be private. It's her and her family's business, more her business than her family. But at the same time, I guess it coming out was her way of getting free.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to be in the conservatorship. But I don't think anyone that's in a conservatorship wants to be in one.
Yeah. Even if well or unwell, nobody wants to be told what to do. And I think that also proves to how really she's there still. She's aware.
Right. And I also think it's just, I don't know. I just feel like the story doesn't feel right.
There's a lot of missing pieces.
Everyone's doing the Free Britney movement. Free Britney, let that woman be free. She a grown woman, boop, boop, boop. But she don't know where she is mentally. God forbid she try to kill herself and block that out for censorship and or do a trigger warning before that. But, God forbid she just really is unwell. And y'all just and she got crazy money. You know what I mean? Like someone that's like mentally unstable but has the world at their fingertips is dangerous.
Very
to
much
themselves, to other people, especially she has children. And I don't know that woman's life, and I feel uncomfortable even knowing this much about her life. But I hope that she is well and she can take care of herself and make her own decisions. She's newly engaged, which is awesome. She seems really in love, but it's like, is it the best thing for you? Do you know how to make the best decisions for yourself?
Yeah, like, are you ready to take this step?
Right.
Because the first time, really both times, just if you want to call Justin Timberlake and Kevin Federline. And there was someone else too, I think, in between the newly engaged guy and Kevin Federline. But they have not been successful. And there's a common denominator, and it's you. So you really have to reevaluate yourself before you ask for this freedom. For all we know, they were doing what was best for her.
Right. And even her not being able to have a baby, like, do you think it's the right time to have another baby? You have 2 boys already. And, you know, that relationship may or may not be strained or, you know, be a roller coaster like all parenting relationships are with their children. But can you handle mentally and emotionally having another baby? I mean, childbirth is traumatic.
Yes. Pregnancy
is traumatic. Postpartum, like, there's a lot to that. And can you be fully responsible to take care of a child, a newborn?
Being, yes. And you already had 2 taken away from you, which, I don't know, in some states it varies, but in Rhode Island it's very hard. It's like damn near impossible to get kids taken away from their mom. The court does not, they don't ride with that.
And maybe
it's much harder for men. True. It's much harder for men to get their kids versus a woman keeping theirs. Even if she's being abusive, there has to be like mad evidence that she's unfit. So for her to be in this conservatorship for so long and then them also agreeing to, you know, the best thing for these kids is not to be with their mom, it makes me really wonder, because that right there is the telling factor. Like, it's not that easy to rip your kids away from you. So what did you really do?
Well, her even being under the conservatorship is because her family believes she was emotionally and mentally unstable. So that's enough for them to take your kids. Like, you just signed away the rights to your life to your father. So he probably was like, all right, the kids got to go live with their father because she's unstable. And if he makes the call, the court's going to be like, well,
Or he's a psychopath and he paid everybody to lie for all this time and really just wanted to control her in her life.
I mean, and that very well could have been a thing.
Right? That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
But how much harm has come her way? Like, I'm sure she suffered abuse of some form. You know, your father is taking over your life essentially. But she still made money. She was still taken care of. You know, this is really one of those...
It's messy.
Yeah, this is really one of those messy money situations. It feels like.
A lot of money is involved. A lot of it. And they never really talk about her mom, which I find so weird. Like, what did he do with the mom? Did he pay the mom hush money?
Well, she had said in one of her Instagram posts that it was her mom's idea. She was like, my dad is not smart enough to come up with a conservatorship. My mom gave him that idea, and then he just moved forward with it so she wouldn't look like the bad guy. She talked about it.
I never seen that piece of information. But we move.
And we must, because we ain't making buku money like Britney. She's going to be all right. Now that she's not under that conservatorship, she about to go live her best life. I mean, she is. She's free. She's getting married.
That's true. She about to be twirling all over Instagram.
She's living her best life. Shoot.
I guess it's safe to say that Paul Rudd is also living his best life, because your boy got Sexiest Man Alive on the cover of People magazine. And I have a list of all of the mans who were named sexy before we trash him. Michael B. Jordan.
I'm going to trash him.
Tell me if you agree or disagree. Ready? We're going to go fast. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I saw all of them. I am not. All right, Michael B. Jordan.
It's a yes or no.
You don't have to. I have to process. I'll say yes.
Okay. John Legend.
He was having a good year. John Legend's a no for me.
Okay.
But I could see the vision.
Idris Elba.
100%. He's the sexiest man of the decade, quite frankly. Even his own wife watched him get COVID and was like, I'm going to stick beside him. So you know what? More power to it.
Blake Shelton's cheating ass.
Again, it's not for me.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you were feeling that,
But I can see what the girls had going on.
yeah, me too.
I can see it though.
I can see it. Not for me, but for someone else.
But you see the vibes. Again, The Rock, not for me, but I can see where the girls were going with that one. It's the muscles.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely the muscles. David Beckham, that's a great one.
That's everyone's sexiest man of everything.
You don't think he's hot?
I do, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like that was to be
That's
expected.
like a given.
Like
right.
Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
They're definitely on there somewhere.
You right.
You
Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor, right? I don't know.
Again, the muscles.
Yeah, the face is really not the nope.
It's just, that picture was not the best one they could have
They
gotten.
really did him dirty.
It's like we're giving you sexiest man and also humbling you. Like, for what?
Yo, Adam Levine. Yeah. He gives me white boy from Broadway. Like, he hangs around at the Classic
Like a
Cafe
hipster.
with the Doc Martens.
Yeah. He's handsome.
He is handsome, but sexy, reach.
He also has like a vibe about him.
He has a little blackness to him.
You
A
know?
little soul, a little razzle
Right.
dazzle.
I see where they were coming from.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum was having a good year. That's 2012. He was having a good year.
He got nice, firm, muscle booty.
He got the carved body popping.
He's got it going on. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper was having an amazing year that year.
He gives me like boyfriend, but fuck boy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He looks like cute, but like,
But also dangerous.
yes. But
And
I
that's
don't
the
find him
character
sexy.
he plays. And I feel like a
Everything.
majority of his movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Reynolds.
I could see it for Ryan Reynolds. He was having a good year.
Really? I don't take you as a Ryan Reynolds girl.
I'm not. But I can see what's going on here. But in 2010, though,
That's a long ass time ago.
I just feel like that's interesting that he got it that year and not after, what was it? Green.
Green Lantern. That movie was
But, he was looking good in the movie.
Yeah, you like that?
I would be into it.
Johnny Depp.
But that's what I'm saying. Johnny Depp is supposed to be on that list.
You think Johnny Depp is hot?
Everyone thinks Johnny Depp is hot. I don't. It's giving me very wet hair white boy. It's not my look, but people really like Johnny Depp. It was after those Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
No, it was before then.
That's true. But that definitely
He
helped.
was hot once upon a time. I'm not gonna hold you. He was giving the girls.
What do you mean once upon a
leather
time? That was
jacket.
2009. How much
No,
once
I'm
upon a
saying-
time more can it go?
He was definitely making movies since like the late 80s, maybe even 70s.
I mean, for sure. And that's
Early
why
80s.
people are like, Johnny Depp is hot.
They give him the hots. They give them the hots. You know how people are like, he gives me the hots. Hugh Jackman.
I don't even know who that is. I'm not going to lie. I've heard of the name.
Wolverine.
Oh,
He's not bad, but this picture though.
Yeah, the pictures are not that flattering, but he's handsome.
He is handsome. Matt Damon, of course. Shout out to New England. George Clooney. Wow. To this day, he's giving some people hell.
Listen, as he should. The people love George Clooney. That's the people's man.
That's the people's man right there. Matthew McConaughey. Hugh, hey.
Yep. I really like Matthew McConaughey.
You like that?
Matthew McConaughey and the other one.
Not the other one.
I don't remember.
Bradley
his name.
Cooper.
Yeah, they
They
remind
give me
of each other.
Sandboy vibes. Like, they're friends.
Matthew McConaughey was the one in
We had this conversation.
10 Things.
No,
No.
failure to launch.
Yeah, that and
Oh, the 10 something. Yeah,
10
you're
ways
right. You're right.
10 ways to get rid of a guy or something like that.
Yeah, this list is missing a lot of color. And Johnny Depp was twice. Okay, we're done with this. Because
But they definitely gave us all black men from 2016 to 2020.
Did they? They only
They gave us
gave
4
us-
straight. Was it 4?
No.
I mean,
it's
are you
just Elba
counting
and
The
Michael B.
Rock?
Jordan. Oh, John.
Don't do him. Don't do him.
He's not black. He's island Pacific. He's Pacific Islander.
Oh, he's Asian.
Is that Asian?
Pacific Islander?
He's from Hawaii,
Are
right?
are historically Asian. Or
Oh.
can be categorized as Asian.
Okay, but no.
What do you mean no? That is.
We're gonna move forward because I honestly don't know.
That is plate tectonics for you. It's definitely Asian. Pacific Islander. Asians
Please.
are also Pacific Islander.
Hey, we have to move.
If you are an island in the Pacific, it only just means that. Get your plate tectonics up, Christina.
It's geography, really, is it? Right.
It's also geography, correct?
Okay, so Keke Palmer shoots her shot at The View with Whoopi Goldberg about Sister Act 3, which is now in production with Tyler Perry. So he is in the works for putting a Sister 3 together.
Oof.
And she's also going to be in the new Jordan Peele horror movie called Nope. Are you down for a Sister Act 3? Be honest.
No. And it being Tyler Perry produced is also a little concerning.
Oh, come on. But Whoopi's also part of it. Oh, and when she shot her shot, Whoopi was like, I already mentioned you.
I watched it.
And she was like, She didn't do that. I'm doing that for her.
I really love Keke Palmer.
Me too.
And I'm just so glad that she is getting her flowers. I tweeted that today. Not that she hasn't been working, that she hasn't had the fan base for many years, but I feel like she is in her moment right now.
Yeah, like it's brewing.
It's so good. I love to see it for her. Pero, do I want to see a Sister Act 3? I wouldn't mind it. I said no, but I would still watch it and I would still support it.
Okay.
Only because it's been so long, like the expectations are high and I don't want to be disappointed with a movie like Sister Act.
It's very high.
That movie shifted the culture. I just cannot see them doing a third part that would hold the same weight. So I'm nervous.
But that's the thing. Once history is made, it can't be made again. Like that movie is iconic and that's okay. But we should separate this third part from the 1 and 2 because it's, first of all, it's so far apart. We're in a different generation. Everything is so different. It's gonna have a complete different cast.
Well, you can't separate it because it's a continuation.
But
isn't
you
it?
must, because it's a new set of students. Is my point.
Okay,
it's a new story.
Like That's So Raven. Raven's home. Boy meets world. Girl meets world.
You got it, girl.
But we still have to keep them connected. We do, because one is a branch off the other.
And that's where Whoopi comes in. And now Whoopi's still a nun.
Yep, definitely is.
You see what I'm saying? It has to be a bridge to connect because it can never be that.
Yeah, it can't like stand alone.
No, I know it should.
Oh, you're saying, okay, that's what you're arguing for. I understand now. Yep,
because you can't get another Sister Act 2. It's impossible.
No.
So you can't shoot for that. You got to shoot. Let's just make a good movie.
They could have just made a good movie outside of Sister Act and put Whoopi in it and Keke Palmer instead of even like continuing Sister Act.
But that is so obvious.
Yeah, at that point.
Like, she's going to be a nun too? Like, what's going on
But
here?
it's like, why y'all always trying to
come
do
back
something?
To me. Nah, you're right. They're always trying to do the most with the remakes. And it's like, honestly, we don't want it.
We had a 1 and we had a 2 and it was great. Like, now if you don't do the third part right, we're going to be hating. Just let things be great. It's almost like y'all are trying to bring these things down or trying to bring their demise. Like, let them be great.
I think people are getting carried away with the 90s nostalgia. It's too much for me. I've had enough.
Like, were they doing this in other decades?
Doing the most?
Like, in the 80s, where they're like, oh, the 50s.
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like, were they going mad hard and people from the 50s were like, relax?
That's true. That's a good question.
Like, why is the 90s so, like...
appealing?
Yeah.
It, like, recycles, though.
Why
like,
is it that
we're
girl?
moving into 2000. We're moving into 2000. You haven't noticed? With, like, the colors and the crop tops and the weird metallic lipstick. Like, we're going back to the millennium.
And then people are like, we're having a 2000s party. Like, girl, that was just the other day.
Literally, it was only 20 years ago.
Y'all making it seem like this was a very long periodically time. Why aren't y'all wearing things from the 1910s?
1910s. That was a little bit crazy.
The 1910s?
Yeah, because how you even going to find clothes from the 1910s?
You know, the reality is it's easier to go back to things like the 90s, the 90s, 2000s, because that's when, I mean, outside of like the 60s also in the 70s, when black people were in their prime. Because prior to that,
it's like a black renaissance.
Yeah, because prior to that, what would you admire?
Prior to the 90s?
No, prior to the 60s for black people.
Oh, child, nothing.
Exactly. So it's like
unless you're going into deep history, then no, nothing.
Right. You know.
I mean, I guess you could talk about like
movement.
Harriet Tubman,
but no
Not
one
to
would dress
say it
up
like
as
that.
Harriet Tubman.
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird.
You know. It's like
I didn't even think of that.
and then people probably wouldn't dress up as civil rights activists. It's like we admire them too much to like dress like them.
Yeah, what is that about?
We would dress like Nelly. Not because we don't love him, but because like
Because it's funny.
it's iconic in a different way.
Yes, it's more like a statement.
Also, Nelly is alive, so he would admire that.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman's dead.
Right. So now you're like walking on a.
It's like mocking at that point.
It's like mocking. Yes.
It's disrespecting your ancestors. You
Whereas
shouldn't do
the girls of that time know that things may have been a little ridiculous.
with Harriet.
No. Of the 2000s.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Like the iconic Cameron with the pink phone and the pink everything.
Yes, and the fur.
Come on now. Even he's like, that was fly. To this day, I don't care.
He'll wear that today.
Oh, anybody would. Anybody would. And people do all the time.
That's true. Not with the bandana, maybe, but the fur.
For Halloween, the people love being him.
Oh yes, for Halloween. But that also says like, does that mean that your style is silly enough to, like, you really look stupid?
I mean, no, because people dress up as Selena. Not because she looks stupid, because she's an icon. And
You're
because she had a phenomenal fashion sense for her time.
Whew, ahead of her time, baby.
You know? So it's like, it's just those people that you admire and what you admire them for. I mean, the 2000s is like, we all lived through it. So like, yo, let's put on our old jersey dresses and
That's
Tim
true.
boots. And
It's our childhood at that point.
yeah, so we're kind of just like reliving the past for ourselves.
But why do we keep doing that?
We're like
That's what I'm
obsessed.
trying to get to.
And then it's also like, girl, you're wearing things from the 2000s. You're 22, babes. Like,
Babes.
you don't even really know what was going on.
At all. That's crazy. I work with kids who don't even remember September 11th.
Maybe they're just trying to like live it out because they were too young to live it out then.
Yeah, but I was going to say I wasn't throwing on bell bottoms, but I was.
Definitely was.
But I definitely was with the belt, the brown leather joint.
Because let me tell you about when we was...
I know what you're about to say, and I'm ready.
Babes. When we were wearing the skinny scarf. Babes.
The skinny scarf.
Yo, the skinny scarf?
Don't do that. The one that was like wrinkled already. Like it came
Hello?
wrinkled. It was the style.
Girl, that scarf was not protecting you from any element. But you better believe it was stylish.
It was there for fashion.
And
Not
barely.
for warmth.
Babes, when we were wearing vests over t-shirts,
No, don't do it. And they were cropped.
you better stop playing with
They
us.
were so ugly. In the short sleeve polo shirts with a long sleeve under, baby.
You better stop playing with us.
Tight.
Tall tees.
Ooh.
When MTV used to have MTV Spring Break.
Ooh.
Shoo.
The kids don't know about. Yo, I wanted to go to spring break. That was my goal in life. I'm like, I'm going to save my coins, $10 a week by 2000.
And as soon as we got old enough to go, they were like, yeah, we're done with this. And I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yes, like I would want to go to that. But I think that's why people recreate that, to what you're saying. People want to live that.
Because it was a wild
nostalgia.
time.
It was a wild time, like Freaknik. I want to go to that.
Oh my goodness. I have a feeling they're going to bring Freaknik back.
They have to.
I don't know why. I think the times that we're in right now is giving very Freaknik energy. So they're like, yeah, we
It's
better
the
bring that
girls.
back.
It's the girls giving us hell on IG.
The theme song of Freaknik has to be Back That Ass Up.
Yes.
It just
Forever
has
and
to.
always. Because what else?
Like,
And
girl.
they have to play all that. You ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hooray, hoochie mama.
and then like when people are really about to get it, they tap their knees like this.
Yes, with the coochie cutters. Look at them girls wearing them coochie cutters. Coochie cut. Yo, what a time. What a time to be alive.
Definitely finna be me.
Ooh,
I'm a grown woman now.
okay. Well, then that's fine.
I'm gonna be in now.
All right, so now we're going to hit it on over to Banz. Usually interrupts me and tries to get to this. And this is Banz's favorite part of the show. This part of the show is called Pass Me the Aux, where we share what song we're listening to at the moment so y'all can check it out too. So I'm going with you.
I'm the only one here. One song that I've been listening to this week?
Yeah. What's in your playlist, in your queue?
Well, obviously Summer Walker, because just dropped. I gotta go through that album a couple more times and see what's going on. So I've been reverting back to my original sad girl music, Frank Ocean, The King of My Life.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right? Siegfried? I love that song.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's so good.
It's so sad, girl.
It's so sad, girl.
I want you to get out.
Yeah, no.
Now you got to do Control after that.
Yeah.
Why you say no like that? What is it about Control that you cannot go back to? It's triggering, isn't it?
It is.
Whoa. Okay, so right now I'm bumping Key Glock.
Okay.
It's very hood. It's very ratchet. And it's called Channel 5. And let me tell you something. I've been hearing this song every day. I'm going to learn it. Next time we're outside and the song comes out, I'm going to know the words.
Ooh.
And I'm feeling so young.
Gonna give it A to Z lyrics energy?
Yes. I'm printing them out. And I am, listening to the song and reading the lyrics at the same time. Because I got to get it down. I feel like I can't retain lyrics like I used to.
Yeah.
Is that age? Responsibility?
Or interest.
But I'm interested. Like, I want to talk about having a 9 and block.
So you want to be fake?
Block. Yeah, this song makes me feel like I'm a drug dealer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you have until the summer.
If it gets played, because
that's a fair point.
People don't play things that are new.
Also, not things like that which will incite like a riot.
Wow. You sound like Karen's.
I know, I take it back. That was terrible.
Like, we don't hear because I got home. We hear that every day and nobody fights.
Also,
and that song is violent. Fuck, shit, bitch.
I mean, no one gets hurt from fighting, but people definitely get hurt from like mosh pits.
Oh, yeah. And that's kind of sensitive right now. So that's all that I have. And we totally did not talk about the baby. And we don't have time. But the baby is a cornball. And if you follow him and agree with him, you're a cornball too. That's all that I want to say. I know that Danielle has made a bad decision, but she's just a baby. She don't know what she's doing. But she's going to wake up one day and she's going to be like, wow, I was a dumb bitch.
But here's the thing about that real quick. I know we're not like talking about it the way we need to.
Go ahead.
But
you got like a good 5 minutes.
As I was watching her story today, because, I had to keep my ear close to the street, see what was going on. She was posting all of like their pictures and videos together because he was saying like, she's just a side chick. She was never my girl. Mm-hmm. Boop, boop, boop. So then she proceeded to share all these memories that they had together on her story. Which when I thought about it, I'm like, that doesn't mean anything, right? Like just because you're posting that does not make his point void. Mm-hmm. Like you can have all these memories with him and still very well be a side chick. Not that I'm saying you are, but it's like, what was the point of posting these? The people that know y'all were in a relationship, they know. You don't got to prove that to us. Mm-hmm. We already know this man is a corn. We've watched him do crazy stuff as it is.
Time and time again.
So you don't have to prove it to us. It was giving me very Burr behavior.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but it was like you felt the need to prove something. Mm-hmm. To prove that, yes, this was my man. This man is not claiming you. So you need to like, it's easier said than done, but she needed to just like put a pin in the entire thing and be like, all right, I'm going to just go ahead and move on with my life because this is crazy. And I'm not about to get dragged through the mud behind this man. Like he has money, babes.
Yes. But being someone that has lived the dumb bitch lifestyle in the past, I can speak on this. When you're in that position, like, it doesn't matter what he says to the streets, because what you felt and what you shared doesn't feel like you're a side bitch. Not that I'm saying I was ever a side bitch, but I remember the side bitch coming at me like I was a side bitch, and I was like, ma'am, it's okay. Like, we both got played.
Right.
Like,
everyone is to blame.
Everyone is to blame here. And it sucks to say, but like, when you are so intimate with a woman, she's having her first baby, she's young, he's like basically swaying her to feel one way. Like, we don't know what he's saying to her under wrap, probably telling her he loves her and we're gonna work it out, we're gonna be a family. And he invited her to live in his home so that they could take care of this baby. She was feeling like, okay, this is my family. But
I believed her. I mean, and I know people probably didn't.
Yeah.
But I believed her the entire time. Like, when he was saying all that, obviously you could tell he was just being petty. So he was just saying stuff to like get under her skin. And she was getting upset about it. Like, oh, so I'm a side chick, now I'm a side chick. But it's embarrassing. Like, of course we believe you. You're in his home. Like,
with his family there.
And y'all have a baby together. So it's not like you broke in and just like forced your way into this man's home. Like, and they know, like, even his family know, like, nah, y'all were like, you know, woo-woo. And nobody can be a side chick to you when you don't got no main chick. What are you talking about? This is just a girl you were seeing. Just because you didn't claim her. He doesn't know
the meaning of that.
Clearly.
He doesn't know the meaning of many things, like respect, accountability. He's a mess, and he needs to be discarded.
And it's like,
it's so rude. It's like, sir, why are you doing the most? You know, and I understand
behavior.
Like, when you're in a toxic relationship like that, it gets messy because now the abuser feels abused because now you're defending yourself in the way that he is hurting you.
Right.
So now it's a cycle. He's being petty, she's gonna be petty, and then he posts a baby, and he was doing the most. He was giving me very much.
And then he posted the baby again. You saw when he was holding
picture.
the baby?
And like on live, yeah. And like, it's giving me very much, I put my hands on women and I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. He's abusive. And I hope and I pray that girls that are going through this wake up sooner rather than later, because, girl, it gets nasty. Next thing you know, you have 3 kids by this man. He's forever treating you like a side bitch.
Summer Walker was saying the same thing. And he had 3 baby mamas before you, and the baby got other baby mamas too. Crazy. It's like, why aren't y'all learning from other people's mistakes? But again, love is a crazy thing.
Love or lust? Because she also mentioned in the video, she was like, very inappropriate to say on camera, but at this point, she's like saying anything to like defend herself. Yeah. She was like, that's why you came at me last night. And he was like, you begged me to do that. I'm like, so a woman begs you to, and you do that? So you're willing to get anybody pregnant?
I mean, and clearly, yes, this girl had a plan B come to the house and he was spazzing out about it. Like, but for what? She doesn't want to have another baby. She just had a baby and she's like trying to navigate being a new mom. Ugh. And she's not trying to have another baby by a man that's sitting here telling her, you're not my girl. Like, pack it up.
It's giving very much they're too young and they should not be in this mess. And keep it off the internet. It's never cute. Because now she could forgive him and get back with him. And we all look crazy for even defending her or defending him.
That's why you can't defend anyone. Things like this normally would happen away from the public
like
eye
in
anyway,
real life.
And they would work it out on their own. Or the families would work it out, whatever. Like, it's too many opinions also. Mm-hmm. And she should do better. Like, the reality is she should just go ahead and take her baby and live her life, or they co-parent or whatever. He got money, so he's going to take care of his kid. And you move on.
Yeah. She's too young for this.
And then at least the nice thing is you have record of it.
Yeah.
This man disrespected you. You got video. You got Twitter to look at, Instagram. Like, if you ever want to be reminded of why you shouldn't go back to him, it lives forever on the internet now.
Yeah.
So
she can use that in court.
And he can use it in court too.
Yeah. So it's messy. And then he calls the cops on her. Oh, I can't.
At 3 a.m., putting this baby outside. This baby just trying to live his life. Like, I just want a warm bed in a bottle. And y'all argue and talk about she got to go to a hotel.
That's so wild. Ugh,
with your baby.
That's so crazy.
Mess.
But anyway.
Pack it up, the baby.
That is all that we have for episode 128 of the Sparkle Podcast. And Regina, thank you so much.
Wasn't
it such a good time? Fun? It was very...
We have been trying...
Very reminiscent.
to get on a pod and just talk junk for a minute. We didn't get to do it here. You know, we did the culture shock. We kept it real cute, real classy for Spark Up. But we gonna do it.
We have to. We have to give them the talk. It's been a long time coming.
The way I want women to be released from the shackles of the bare minimum and the foolishness that is going on out there. Listen, a revolution is coming. It's on the horizon. I feel it.
It's on the horizon.
Women getting real tired. I feel it rumbling. I feel it coming.
It has to.
I feel it coming.
Only so much.
And they're sick. Megan Thee Stallion and all the girls are on their songs like, pay us because we're tired. Like, pay us and stay out of our way.
Give a fuck about a nigga.
I love that.
They know what they're doing. And I'm here for it. And I'm ready to revolt. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm going to be in the back like, go DJ, go DJ, go.
That's your favorite song?
Go, DJ, go. That's what I'm going to be doing in the back. I'm going to be drinking my little drink and I'm going to be rooting the girls on like, hold that down. Let's normalize forgetting our exes completely, like they don't exist. I think that's hilarious. Would be hilarious.
Like, who?
When people be like, oh, wasn't you with, who is that? Or when they like even walk up to you being like, have we met before?
Ooh.
I feel like that
they would not be able to mess around because we'd all not know them. They would be invisible.
And they would look crazy. Like, no, stop. Like, yo, we dated. Like, sir, I don't know you and I'm getting really uncomfortable. And your friends being like, should we call the cops? Do it.
That right there. Put that on Twitter and stamp it.
Yeah, definitely gonna do it.
But we're done here, babes. Subscribe, like, comment, share. If you're listening to this only, subscribe on Apple, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, all that good stuff. Shout out to Hill Holla. I finally got a sweater. You know what I'm saying?
Picked up the mic and everything.
Collector's edition.
It's really nice.
You know, I remember the first time I asked somebody for a homegrown discount, and then I started putting in my own work and realized what a homegrown discount really meant. It was disrespectful. So this suit, it was 50% off if you only got 50% of the garment. So I only got the sweater because because budget. But I love it. It's snug.
It's nice.
You feel me? And it's the home team, baby.
I love
I'm PVD
it.
out. You see me?
You are really giving mascot to the city.
Endorsement, baby. I need that check. Say Biz, what's good?
Not everybody looking from cash from. Not everybody looking for cash from Say Biz. I am sorry, Sabrina. These people want money from you, babes.
Yeah. Nah, babes. All right, we're ending it because if not, we will never end it. This is how we end phone calls. No.
Yeah,
it never ends.
Real serious separation anxiety. Like,
so we have to cut. I'm just gonna press stop.
Okay.
And we're just gonna fade it out.